natal chart.
So what happens with the natal chart? Like,
you ain't fooling nobody.
Is my son where's my son at right now? Am I Mercury right?
You a sun in Gemini. If you Gemini, that's your sun all the time. So whatever Gemini is doing right now on the planets, that's what's affecting you.
So
but you know your
tripping right now.
Huh?
Gemini what? They tripping.
No, right now Mars is retrograde. So when things go into retrograde, that's like revisiting, going back over, bringing old stuff, like hashing it back up. So Mars is a planet of war. So that's why everybody going at each other's throat right now. So and Mars is hot. Huh?
Is that why I'm walking around here mad trying to fight everybody?
Most likely, yeah.
Interesting.
And when you know those things, when you know those things, you could tackle it more. Like awareness, what we talk about every week. If you're aware, you know why you feel in a certain way, so you more capable of, you know what I'm saying, defending yourself and understanding why you feel in the way you are. You know it's not just because.
So wait a minute. Let me make sure I understand this. So I'm a Libra.
Okay.
So are all the planets involved in being a Libra, or is it just certain ones? Like you saying, like is Mars impacting everybody, or is it only impacting people?
Mars is impacting everybody, but you got to find where Mars is at in your chart. So if say you have a Mars in Libra, Libra is balance, Libra is justice, Libra is, you know what I'm saying, structure. So Libra is karma. So Mars will be war in those areas. We just had Sun in Libra. So the planet was balancing itself out, making rights wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? Balancing good with the bad. Whoever was up, now down. Whoever down, now up. It's making your rights wrong, your wrongs right. Depending on what side of karma you sit on. So everybody's is different. Everybody's is different because we don't all have the same setup in our chart. That's why it's good to know your natal chart. People think it's bullshit, but you know, that's because they ain't never looked into it.
Yeah. So it's interest. It's a thing I do want to dig into because here's the thing: the planets are there. It's not like they don't exist.
Yeah.
And they were put there for a reason. Like they weren't just put there. Like people say, life is no life on those planets. So I was like, all right. So why did God use them? Like, what did He put them there for? He put them there for a reason. Right. So this makes sense to me. I just never really dove into it because one, people gonna be like, oh, da da da. But like, no, you just got to understand the structure of it. So,
and that's how our ancestors.
I just don't understand.
And that's how our ancestors. They didn't have all this stuff before, like we got now, where it dumbs us down, where we don't have to think for ourselves. They would follow certain stars and the patterns to know what's coming and what, you know what I'm saying, what they're going through. They would live off of the planetary. That's where you hear people say, as within, without, above, as above, so below. Everything in the cosmos is within us. So everything going on up there in the macro is going on down here in the micro.
Okay. I'm through with the knowledge. I just, the whole thing with astrology, zodiac, with the signs and all that, I hate, I don't like using the word hate. I do not like when people say, you know, you're a Gemini, so I can see why you act like this and the third. Right, it's like you telling me because I am this, I have to act like that. This is how you're supposed to act. Like, no, you crazy because you're crazy.
Exactly.
Right.
This is how I am because of this circumstance or this situation which I'm encountering right now. Yeah. I don't care if I was born in January. I would be acting the same way that right now, according to that, you know what I'm saying? No matter about when I was born.
And like people are shallow minded. Like, okay, just say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are air signs. So of course we could think of all different perceptions. We can see things that other people can't see because we air. We can jump around. We tap in with everything. We can be any given sign at any given time because we're able to tap into the air element. Fire would be what? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They on go. Like they the fire. They get it started. They push. Scorpio. What's the water sign? Scorpio.
Watch your face.
That's water. So it's more emotions. Like they are very intuitive with how they feelings, and they know how to base things off of how it makes them feel. But we all have different signs or in our chart. We're not just our sun sign. You have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna give my chart out here because it's crazy people that could use that against you if they into dark things. But I have water, I got air, and I got fire in my chart. So I'm mostly like I just go off the talk and then I'll think about it later on, like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I don't have no earth, so I'm not stable. Like my thoughts aren't thought out before I say them. And I gotta be more aware of that because I know I don't have no earth in my chart. So
I think when you hear it though, it's also the part of like the Libra is still balanced, but if you're not aware of you being there, some people will say, well, this is just who you are. And it's like, no, it's not who I am. It's just that is part of me, but if I'm aware of it, I can use it how I can use it. Just like you just said, like some people can use it in a dark way, then some people use it in a good way. It's just like money is not the root of all evil. It's just what you do with the money. It's how you. It's on how you react to it. Because if you're not in tune with it, then you don't get it. I think that's why some people are held back from money because it'll cause them to do things that they shouldn't do. Whereas some people get the money and they can move how they can, and they're not shaken by people saying certain things about it. Like, that don't really faze me because I know what I'm doing with this money because I know how to handle $1 million. Whereas you still struggle when you get $1,000 refund check, and by the end of May, you gone with it, and you sitting here looking like this dude. I never spend over $2 at McDonald's in the morning, and people were like, "Bro, why you living like that?" I'm like, because I know that I can, like, it's $2. Like, I can live off $2 in a day and not spend no more money for the entire day. Whereas you feel like you got $100 in your pocket. You got to go eat out at Capital Grill and all that. It's like, nah, you ain't got to do that. So
you said something real important there, bro.
I just haven't studied as much.
You said something important when you said that you can live off of $2 a day. It's a choice to go to that expensive restaurant. You know what I mean?
Here we go with this slavery is a choice stuff.
No, nah.
Didn't I cancel you last week?
No, I ain't talking about that. No, but what I'm saying is that comes down to the decisions that we make in life.